Welcome to Alchemy Avenue, where we transform in real time, trust the vibe, and grow on purpose. This isn't just a podcast, it's a movement, a reminder that you don't need fixing, just unlocking. Around here, we laugh, we build, we heal, and we elevate, all powered by that deep inner knowing that says, this is exactly where I'm meant to be. You were made for this version of you, so let's expand, let's enjoy it, and let's keep becoming who we already are. Tap in. This is Alchemy Avenue. Welcome back to a wonderful and amazing episode of Alchemy Avenue. Let's get to it today. I hope everything has been well. I hope you've been able to use the different things that we've been talking about over these several weeks to better just help with how life has shown up for you. And I pray and I hope that amazing things have been happening for you because you deserve it. So let's get to building today. Let's keep moving and let's keep expanding. Today we're going to talk about you can hold the storm and still choose to be the rain. And not saying that you inviting storms or you're inviting challenging situations, but when they come, you can still hold the storm and still choose to be the rain. Let's build on that today. Not everything heavy is yours. You are not here to outrun the storm. You are here to remember you can hold the storm and still choose to be the rain. Today is about emotional sovereignty, energetic resilience, and conscious softness. We are going to explore how holding capacity doesn't mean becoming the chaos. Let's revisit that. We are going to explore how holding capacity doesn't mean becoming the chaos. It could be chaotic, it could be drama filled around you, or a situation may manifest for whatever reason, whatever lesson or whatever it is you need to learn at this particular moment. But understanding that you can hold capacity to better arrange and alchemize what needs to happen, but you still don't have to become whatever the chaos, drama, whatever that is. You don't have to become that. And how choosing softness, I'm not saying softness because you hear softness, especially when men say softness or men hear softness, you think of fleeting, you think of shrinking or not standing up. No. Just being able to see a situation and understand where do I need to fit, or how do I want to fit? How do I feel I want to fit in this moment? Because this situation could have happened yesterday or could happen 2 weeks from now. And your decision may be different just because of where you at. So how to choose softness and not understanding that that's not weakness, but mastery. Again, I just want to preface this because when you use the word softness, people think that I'm not going to let nobody run over me. I'm not implying that. I'm not even saying that that's even a option, because it's not. I'm saying softness from a place of clarity and precision. That's how I'm using it. All right. So the capacity to hold, you can hold the storm. This speaks to your energetic maturity. You're not breaking under pressure. You're observing it. That's what I mean. You don't have to take it on. If it's happening and it is materializing and it has happened around you or happened in your field, and this can be in all different environments, home, work, friendships, family, anything, any situation, just drop it there. And understanding how you're not breaking under pressure, you're observing it. You are no longer merging with the outer chaos or the inner turbulence. Yeah, you got to add that in there, because sometimes it don't even be outer chaos. It be a whole situation that we have conjured, and because some of us are overthinkers, and we have an incredible imagination. So now we done made a whole scenario in our head, and we done made turbulence and a whole drama-filled and chaotic situation that hadn't even happened yet. We do that. At least for me, I know I have done that to prepare myself or to already have whatever scenario I have built in my head to happen. So then when it happens in 3D in real life, then I'm okay because I already know this. And that's in my opinion, that's the wrong way to attack it. But that's why you are no longer merging with outer chaos or inner turbulence. Holding equals being present. Holding space, even though you're like, how do I hold space and then not be it? Again, trust in yourself. Trust. You have to build yourself up and have to be in a space where how you feel, period, is more important to me than anything. How you feel about it, again, it comes with trust and understanding and being clear and being honest. Because you can still feel a way about something, but do you need to act on that at this very moment? Do you need to? So we got to understand who we are and a lot of times how we are, because again, you have to know yourself to allow these situations and allow the things that I talk about and go over, because I know myself and I'm getting to know myself better. But I just know when I'm going to be triggered, and do I need to come, just like we talked about, do I need to come with that ferociousness? A lot of times I don't. Really, a lot of times I don't. So holding equals being present holding equals being present with discomfort without absorbing or reacting to it. You don't have to. You do not have to let the situation without you adding or even taking from the situation. These kind of storms include, this is the outer storms: family stress, work demands, news cycles, world tensions. Those right there can cause outer turbulence and outer chaos, and how you move and how you absorb and how the storm may show up or the chaotic situation may show up. So the inner ones, though, I think the inner ones are the most impactful. So the inner storms include fear spikes, fatigue. Fatigue is a big one, because a lot of us don't see rest as a technology or a spiritual practice, and it truly is. And I don't mean rest with phone or rest with scrolling, doing anything. Just rest, allowing your mind to just not think about anything, not have to do anything at that moment. Of course, there's always gonna be things that we have responsibilities, but I'm saying giving yourself time to just relax, because this is what I mean. The outer problems, they can be heavy. They can be real heavy. To me, the inner ones hold a lot of weight as well, because those are the ones that other people can see the outer ones. People don't see the inner ones, and those be some of the hardest fought battles that you have with yourself. So the inner fears, the fear spikes, fatigue, doubt, and inherited programming. So what you've been programmed to think and how you've been programmed to move is a huge one, allowing you to be able to hold capacity for all those situations and being able to be the rain. Just because I'm experiencing the storm doesn't mean I become the storm. The choice to pour and still choose to be the rain. Rain is not reactive. It's elemental. In this concept, rain is not. In this concept that I'm building, in this concept, not choosing to see rain as a reaction, is elemental. It is a choice to soften the environment rather than escalate it. Choosing the rain means moving in nourishment, not defense. Staying fluid when others freeze. That's a big one right there. I'm not saying there's a competition, but you have the advantage because you start to know yourself, and now you got all these different tools and these different technologies that you're using. That's why, to me, it's important to allow your spiritual and whatever other life that you kind of separate. I don't want to separate. I don't want to weave it all together, because those gifts, those technologies, is what if you don't know, that's what I call your spiritual gifts, technologies. Those should help you. Those should help you. So moving in nourishment, not defense, staying fluid when others freeze, bringing blessings, not burden to the moment. If you already walk around like a blessing, you are a blessing when you show up, and even when you are not there and you're thinking about a place or thinking about people doing things and you just can't make it, or you just not gonna go. Just the thought of you even, co-creating with that energy, that's you being a blessing. Rain doesn't ignore the storm. It alchemizes it. Rain isn't passive. It's power in the most sacred form. So when it's storming, the clouds, a thunderstorm, everything's going on, and then it starts to rain. Depending on your perspective and what you're looking at and your situation, be the rain. Be the rain. The power of non-reaction. Most people mirror what they're given. Fight chaos with chaos with chaos. Believe softness is surrender. That's what I mean. Softness and being able to just have I always call it a 30,000 feet view of the situation. Not saying you're above anybody, or so you're above things in a egotistical way. No, you're just above it to be able to be clear. For some reason, the last few weeks, clarity and precision have been things that have been coming up during my meditations. And that's how I want to be. I want to be clear, so then I can make precise decisions and I can move with precision. Not to cut, but to definitely have a sharper response with how I move and how things show up for me in my life. That's what most people do. Most people react in those ways. Mirror what they given, fight chaos with chaos, believe softness is surrender. To me, what we have to get in a state of is have a cultivated response over reaction. Cultivated response. That means at that instant, boom, you're already used to, okay, how do I need to respond to this? How do I need to present myself in this situation? And do I even need to present myself in this situation as well? Understand stillness is not suppression. It's centeredness. Walk in resonance, not reflex. Being in resonance is so much harmonious. I mean, just the way that you respond to things, it'll just be not easy, it'll be easier to show up when things happen, or when things do happen and you need to show up. Then if you're in a place of resonance, then it's not a natural reflex to smack or pop off, or get turned up. So being in resonance is one important aspect of this. So let's get into it. Let's get into the storm versus the rain. A vibrational decision. That's really what it is. What vibration are you choosing to go with? What vibration are you going to match? Because it's truly all it is. You're matching. What vibration are you going to match? And I say match, but you are truly the orchestrator of the vibration and how you attune with it. It's almost like this, it's like you have an orchestra or a band, and you have all these many parts that are playing the one coordinated sound, but that one coordinated sound is so multi-layered. So where are you going to fit? Are you going to be the crowd? Are you going to be the conductor, the band director, the drum major? Are you going to be in the band or the orchestra? What instrument? So there's different levels to this and how you want to be, because to me, ultimately, you're all of it. It's just you're choosing to focus on what part of this, what part of, said situation. The storm demands urgency, noise, and drama. That's what it wants to bring out of you. Whenever the storm, chaos, or a challenge happens, it is demanding. It is demanding that you match the energy. That's what it demands. The rain offers recalibration, though. That's what the rain does. The rain offers recalibration. You are both capable of force and finesse. I think that part is what we forget. We forget, like I talked about, I think the last episode, we forget how powerful, especially so we're already powerful just off default. We're already powerful. But then once you start to know yourself better, you get into a better self relationship and a better self calibration, then you are more powerful, because now you know more. Now you know how to use, or you are better at using the different things that you are, the different aspects. But that's power, though. So understanding that you are the force, and once you know that, now you can use that in different ways to not be able to. Because again, you're talking about, not being too much. Sometimes you can just come and you clear the room, but you leaving debris and you leaving bodies. But grace is a conscious act. You become dangerous when your peace can't be provoked. I'm telling you, when you cannot be shifted from your peaceful state, and one situation happens, or people see or witnessing to that situation, and you're not crying, you're not, breaking down. And to be honest with you, you may have done that, or they may have seen you do that in the past, and it may be super recent that you've done that. But now you're in a better place. You're in a better state of mind. You have more clarity. You're moving with precision. So now, I'm telling you, when that is on purpose to say dangerous, because now, again, you get to choose how you want to react. You get to choose. And to be honest with you, some people are like, well, it's not even a choice for me. I'm going to stay peaceful. There you go. That is it. If peace is your norm, then getting out of pocket, it won't even be an option. It won't be an option. Again, I am not saying by no means that you don't need to stand up for yourself, and you don't need to, let people know if they play with you. But again, you get to choose how you do that. You get to choose I'm telling you, once you move with more power, and the more peaceful you are in your approach, even when you do got to check somebody, I'm telling you, they feel it. They clearly understand. It's clear. The message was sent. Now they receive it. You need to. So understanding that you are very, very dangerous when your peace cannot be provoked. Waking into the rain. You are not waiting. You are waking. Let's break that down a little more. Waking from sleep. Not waking up but waking in. So pretty much you're just remembering. You're remembering who you are. You're remembering your power. You're remembering how you should move in this situation. And again, understanding who you are and yourself, you may not be able to move like other people have moved. You take information and you take different things that you may have come across. You use that. It's almost like having a toolbox. You use that, and then however you use the tool is how you use the tool. Doesn't have to be, because every situation is not going to be the same for everybody. It's not, because everybody doesn't go through the same situations, and plus everybody is different. So that point alone of you being different, you're going to use things differently, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. I know, some, practices may, say you need to do it like this, or this has to be this way. And in my opinion, they don't have to be, because I have to do what's best for me. You have to. From someday thinking to already hear frequency. That's when you're waking up. From passive hope to embodied magnetism. Embodying. I love that word. Just being. I am. You don't have to put nothing after that. Just I am. Waking like a wave. You are leaving a ripple in the field every time. Every time. Again, the shift. How you gonna move? How you gonna shift the situation? And be honest with you, do you want to shift the situation? Walking away from something is power too. Walking away. Saying, no, thank you. That's a power. That's a power. You don't have to, if you don't feel you even want to entertain how to fix or react to, well, that's a reaction, but be in a situation and react. Saying, okay, I'm good, and exiting is powerful as well. Your presence is already registering in timelines ahead of you. Think about that. Your presence here is already rippling throughout other timelines. You don't have to arrive loudly to arrive powerful. I'm telling you, you walk into a room and things shift, and people look and people stare, and people, they want to know who you are. Or again, you don't have to arrive loudly to arrive powerfully. You are both the awakened and the awakening force. Again, you are both the awakening and waking force. So let's just look at a few different ways to become the rain, some real life practices. What does it look like to be the rain in everyday life? What does it look like? You got to answer that. Answer that for yourself. What does it look like to, alchemize situations, be clear, be the catalyst that changes situations when chaos comes, or even when, something may need to change. Rain is, it could rain hard enough to, change situations, change landscapes. It could rain hard enough for that. Are you going to be that? Are you going to be the person in this moment? So every situation is going to be different, because you may not have the capacity or have the will at this moment to be that involved, and that's okay. When your kids are wild and your peace is tested, how are you going to be the rain? When your partner is overwhelmed and needs grounding, how are you going to be the rain? When a coworker or friend or family member dumps some urgency or frustration on you, how are you going to be the rain? When you are asked to show up in strength but you feel tired. How are you going to show up as the rain? Again, those are just a small sample size of scenarios that could be presented. And how are you going to move? How are you going to be the rain? How are you going to show up in those moments? In my opinion, you're the only one that can answer how you want to show up. But show up powerfully. Show up powerfully. You can say this: I don't have to abandon myself to help others. I can pour from peace. You can pour from peace, but the only way that you can pour from peace is if you've already done the work to be peaceful. You can't pour peace from frustration and anger. You can only pour peace from peace that you have. I can hold the storm and still be the rain. I am the one who nourishes, not reacts. I am softness with strength. I carry the grace of the river, the clarity of the sky, and the sovereignty of one who knows they are no longer the weather, but the atmosphere. Let's get that. I am no longer the weather, these different pockets of reactions. I'm the atmosphere. So now, if you think about it like that, now I control the rain. I control everything around me. Because you honestly, you do. You really do. You were never meant to just survive a storm. You were born to repattern the sky. To hold the storm means you've become a vessel wide enough to feel deeply without collapsing. To choose the rain means you've moved from reaction to rhythm, your rhythm. Deciding what you pour into the world, not what is pulled out of you. This isn't weakness. It's not weakness at all. This is frequency mastery. Your peace is no longer passive. It's a technology. Your presence is no longer a whisper. It's a weather system. You are no longer shrinking for comfort or chasing for a connection. You are the calm and the catalyst. Though you are the wave, the memory, and the maker. So as we close this out today, remember, stillness isn't silence, it's precision. Rain isn't reaction, it's divine timing. And you are not proving your power to anyone. Again, you are not proving your power, how powerful that you have power. You're not proving that to anyone. You're building with it moment by intentional moment. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging with me today. Love and appreciate y'all for everything that we are doing to just be better, and how we love ourselves is how we love others. So thank y'all again. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great rest of everything that you're planning, everything. Allow it to be powerful and impactful. Ashe.